My name is Cecil Howard. I am the Southern Regional Vice President of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Okay. So we're on the eve of the 2022 midterm elections. This has been an incredible journey for all of us. We've adopted a strategy under our Voteless People is a Hopeless People campaign that's been around since the 1930s. In our implementation of that particular campaign, we have also come up with a strategy known as our MEAN strategy. Now, MEAN is an acronym. It stands for M, mobilizing voters. E, educating voters. A, making voters aware of the issues surrounding this election. And N, assisting voters with navigating the political process. Everything we're doing is centered around the MEAN strategy. But as we carry it out, it's going to be incumbent upon us to make sure we are very impactful with everything we do in that regard. Here's what I mean. When we talk about mobilizing our voters, what does that really mean? We've got to make sure we are assisting our voters with getting to the polls. Communities have souls to the polls. People go out and hold up signs, or in some communities, people go and canvass those communities, knock on doors, and remind people to vote. People even send out sample ballots of what the ballot would look like. Now, the one thing we don't do is get engaged or involved in the actual voting itself. We don't get into the political aspect of it. We don't tell people who to support. We don't tell people who to vote for. We don't tell people who not to vote for. We simply tell people it is your constitutional right to vote. Why not exercise it? And then in some respects, we have to engage in historical conversations with individuals to remind them that this is what your forefathers and your foremothers and your ancestors, this is what they fought for. Once upon a time, many of those individuals that we're referencing didn't even have the opportunity to vote. It was against the law. They could not vote. So with that opportunity now being a constitutional right as a citizen of this country, they've got to exercise it. And we are going to do all we can to ensure that they do exercise it. And that means doing whatever we can to assist them in getting out to those polls. Got it, man. This is so important. Man, this is exciting just to wear it. And when you wear it, people know that you voted. And then you know what it does? It reminds them that they need to go vote. It always happens. So it doesn't matter where you go for early voting in Florida, as long as you go to a site. All you need is just your ID. You don't need your voter's registration card. You don't have to go to the precinct in your community. Just go to anyone's. That's what it's all about. I'm happy. Got my vote. MEAN, the MEAN strategy. It's time to get mean.